Hey girl, hey, hey boy, hey. What's going on, people? I didn't put my little banner up here. Hold on, let me get this banner going. Oh, that ain't what I want. It's this. We gotta always promote that paid for your say. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the YouTube live version of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Everything in between. Got a little tongue twisted, tongue tied. Just a little vegan smoothie. Just a little vegan smoothie in my cup. Amen. Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey. Listen, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Netflix series, movie called Really Love. Very, very good. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you, Antoine, for reminding people. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. If you have not seen this movie on Netflix, then you need to get over to your cell phone, your television, your computer, whatever it is that you watch Netflix on. Make sure you borrow somebody's account if you're not already using somebody's login like me. Make sure you get somebody's login because you definitely want to watch Really Love. It's called Really Love. Now, listen. It was very well done. Very, very well done, if I must say so myself. Now, I'm going to tell you, when I first started watching it, I was like, this is really reminding me of Love Jones. Not in the sense of like a copycat. I don't mean like copying off of Love Jones. I just mean like it felt familiar in terms of like, okay, let me do this. You know how y'all be watching that Tyler Perry stuff and all his stuff feels the same? It ain't like that. It just feels like familiar. You understand what I'm saying? It feels like you know, like a woo woo woo, like a good spot. You know, like, you understand what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, this is nice. You know, it was reminiscent of Love Jones. So what I mean is there were certain elements, like you had the two young professionals. One was she's actually an attorney. Well, she's actually studying to be an attorney. She's in law school. And my boy Kofi from Queen Sugar, you know, it's one of my favorite shows, Queen Sugar. He is in a spot. Well, he's a painter, but he broke. He's a starving artist. Amen. He's a starving artist, and there were certain things that I really. I'm not going to tell the premise of the movie. Like, I mean, I'm just going to give you that. I'm gonna give you the Cliff's notes. The shit that you would read in the Netflix description. But the thing that really kind of stood out for me was just how, like, sometimes as Black people, Black parents in particular, we don't always support our kids. We don't always support our children's dreams, right? Especially when it ain't what we want them to do. Y'all got to let go of that controlling spirit. You don't get to control what your kids do for a living. Amen. See, some of y'all want to control what they study in college because you think you can live vicariously through them. And so in the film, Kofi, his name is Isaiah in this film. In the film, Isaiah was a painter. He had some showings and some galleries and stuff, but he had never done like a solo show. And his father was not very supportive. So every time he went to his father and was telling him, he was all excited about what he was doing. And the father was just like, very much so, you need to go get you a job. You need to go get you a job. That's kind of how my mother used to do me when I was starting off as a writer. She was like, that writing? You trying to be a writer? You need to go get you a job. That's a hobby. Gladys told me it was a hobby. Meanwhile, I'm paying some of her bills today. Hello? Hello? I don't think you hear me. Parents, Black parents, I don't think you hear me. You need to stop shooting down your children's dreams. Amen? And this ain't all Black parents, so don't be getting down in the comments talking about, it ain't all Black parents. I mean, we know. What I'm telling you is, oftentimes we don't jump behind our kids, especially when it's something that's non-traditional, unconventional. Especially when it's an unconventional thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I was an aspiring writer at one point, and I just needed somebody to believe in me, right? And I'm gonna tell you when my mother started to believe, and then I'm gonna come back to the story. My mother started to believe that, oh, maybe he can write, was when I produced my first stage play. I was 26 and the show sold out, right? But the thing is, in this film, he was a painter, and you could see that he had talent, right? And so all he needed was his father to believe in him. You know what I mean? His mother, she was just kind of like, on the fence or whatever. She didn't, she was there supportive at his art gallery and, his openings and stuff like that. And so, he gets involved with this girl. He meets this girl. You'll watch that and find out how they met and all that other stuff. But she's going to school to be an attorney. And he's this aspiring writer. And to make a very long story short, they get together. She opens up her home to him and says, come live with me. Thank you very much, Cherie. She ended up inviting him to live in her house after just a couple months. They had, and this goes back to what I was saying to you ladies before, and gay men. Sometimes y'all, and lesbians, definitely the lesbians, sometimes you open your home too quickly to somebody. Sometimes you invite somebody to live with you too fast. But for the sake of the movie, yes, Tina Jones, you did catch a live. Sit down, niece. Get you a seat and get you some popcorn. Sit down, niece. But, sometimes you can move too fast. But for the sake of the movie, it worked. So she moved him in because she said to him, you need to live with me and use your place where you're living as your gallery. So you can have a separate. Carlton. Now, I just told him I was doing a live. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm done. You want to go now?
Yeah. I'm en route.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on the highway now.
Okay.
I'm passing.
So just meet at Atlantic Station.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You on the live still?
Yeah, I just started.
Oh, well, hello everyone. How are you? Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers.
Now everybody got to know where we going for lunch.
I'm Carlton Lee, and as you know, the person you're looking at is Craig the Writer Stewart. And these are our thoughts on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between.
Are you done? Oh my God! They talking about hi, Carlton Lee.
So tell me why one of those little Amazon Prime robots are going down the street delivering someone's package.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I had a video of it trying to cross the street.
That is too much.
It walks on crosswalks. I'm just like, this is crazy. It senses all of that. Like when it was literally going down the sidewalk, and it sensed where like the little thing to go on the street and then into the crosswalk. There's another one. God damn, they're all over the place.
Oh my God! So listen, they're gonna start taking people's jobs from them.
Exactly. These Amazon drivers. I mean, it's only for like little packages, but
yeah, but still, most people ordering like small kind of things. You know what I mean? Things that can fit in there.
Yeah.
Oh my
God! I wonder where they're coming. Oh, and here's the Amazon people here at the corner.
That would eliminate a lot.
Oh yeah, they're sending them off.
Oh, they're sending them off.
Yeah, there's like a little thing here, and then there's a group of Amazon people on the corner, and there's like 4 robots in there. I get maybe they're testing it out.
Oh wow.
They might be just like doing like a little demo. Interesting. It's the future, all right.
Right. All right. Well, let me finish talking to them.
All right.
How far are you away?
10 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Okay.
So like those Amazon robots. I'm gonna come back to the movie in a second. But those little Amazon robots. So like the packages are locked inside of the. You can Google it if you want to see what it looks like. But it looks like they have them for Uber Eats and DoorDash. They have them for that too, to deliver your food. I don't know if I want that, but at any rate, they're locked inside of that little inside that compartment, and it's rolling down the street to deliver your Amazon stuff. And so what I was just saying was that's going to eliminate a lot of people's jobs. That's a mess. But at any rate, the thing that I loved about the film, I think I was done talking about the father not being supportive, and sometimes, as parents, it's hard for parents, black parents in particular. I don't know about what white people do and anybody else, but as far as black parents, and from my own experience with my own black parents, my parents kept telling me, you need to go and get you a job with a 401k. You need to get some retirement. That writing is a hobby. You can do that on the side. Like my mother was like, you can do that on the side. And my point is, you can crush a person's dreams that way. A lot of times we talk about people being a hater and stuff like that. It's not always haters that crush your dreams. Sometimes it's your own family, because they have a lack of belief. Amen? Because they ain't never really believed in nothing or dream. Slow down. You see me getting over here. All right, she saw me too. I'm looking at her in my mirror. You see me getting the hell over. But at any rate, but the color in the film was really good too. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but their color looked really, really rich. And what I really, really loved is they had a lot of dark-skinned people. They had a few fair-skinned people too. My boy Mac, what's his name? Mac something. He was in it. Mac Wilder or something like that. I can't remember. But their colors were like they had really dark skin. My girl Uzu, or whatever her name is from over there on Orange is the New Black, excuse me. And she's in a show on Netflix called In Treatment. She getting a Netflix check. She everywhere on Netflix. She's African. It was a lot of dark-skinned people. And the thing that I really loved about the star, the co-star, the girlfriend. Now stay with me when I say this. When they had a love scene, it was a really nice love scene too. They showed his booty and stuff, and they showed her breasts, right? And she has very natural, petite breasts, right? Very small breasts. And I noticed that when she was dressed, that she was, that she wasn't like extremely endowed and that kind of thing. And so when they got to the love scene and she undressed, the first thing I was thinking was, I wonder if she was ever insecure about her breasts, right? because we all have insecurities. And I was wondering if she was ever one of those people, one of those women that considered getting breast implants or something, right? And I'm not the person to tell a woman what to do with her body and that kind of thing. But I remember thinking last night when I was watching it, she has such an amazing body. Even her breasts, like her body was just, she just had a beautiful body. It looked like artwork, right? And it was just a lesson for me, it was just a lesson in just appreciate your body as it is in the natural form, right? In its natural form. And I was just like, I hope she never really felt insecure about her breast, because I think she has a great body. And and it's funny how sometimes you'll look at other people and you'll marvel their body, but they have their own insecurities about their own body, right? Because like I have my own insecurities about certain things. Like I always wanted to have these big old legs, these big old thick legs. But then Carlton and I went to a little thing on Saturday, and this guy said, he said, I just have to tell you, he said, your body is everything. He said, I love your body. And like, it just goes to show that you sitting here worrying about improving your body, or, you wishing your body was this or was that. And somebody else is looking at your body thinking like, oh my God, I wish I had his body. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, just be grateful for what you have. Okay, just appreciate what you have. But the movie was very, very good. It reminded me of Love Jones in a sense too, that it was these young professionals. It was set in DC. Whoever wrote it or directed it obviously had some sort of a tie to Howard University, because they kept talking about Howard. I'm like, girl, if they keep talking about Howard. But like, remember in Love Jones, she was a photographer and he was a writer. He was writing a book. And remember, they had their little love affair and they were trying to figure out how to balance their relationship and their creative careers. And then they ended up breaking up for a whole year because of whole misunderstanding. Because remember, remember in Love Jones, she went to see her ex-boyfriend or whatever. And Lorenz Tate, aka Darius Love Hall, thought that she was getting back with old boy, the ex-boyfriend or whatever, but that wasn't the case. And then in this film, it was a situation where she was applying for law school in Chicago. Now remember, it was set in DC. And of course, Isaiah, he thought that she didn't want to be with him and she was just going to take this career in Chicago. So he didn't really express himself. It was one of those things where they didn't really communicate. You know how sometimes we're in relationships and stuff like that, and we don't really communicate what we really feel because we don't want to look vulnerable, or we don't want to really talk about, our feelings. We don't really want to put ourselves out there. It was one of those situations, and they ended up breaking up for an entire year. And just like in Love Jones, remember, he dedicated his first book to her. And then in this film, he did a mural in honor of her. And it was called Her. And that's how he had her listed in his cell phone too, is Her. And I was like, oh, I should put Carlton in my phone as him. But it was good. It was really, really good. And of course, they came back at the end of the movie. Right. I'm supposed to be packing last night, and here I'm sitting there watching Netflix. But I did do some packing, though. I did do some packing last night, and I did some packing today. I pulled all my sheets down out of the linen closet. You need to cross the street, girl. And, stuff like that. So I was doing a little thing. I took all my little wall fixtures down, like my little pictures and stuff on the wall. And I took my little bike rack down off the wall. I did all of that. But it's a good film. Like you guys should watch it. You really should. And then I found out the woman who directed it is from Baltimore. She grew up behind me. She grew up in 21215. Look, Shotzi talking about it was just okay to me. Girl, go on back over there and watch the film. It was good. And it was definitely like a modern day Love Jones, but with its own twist and its own story behind it, right? And but the girl, she grew up behind me. Her name is I don't remember, something Williams. But anyway, she lived behind me. Like there's an alley that separates my house or Gladys's house from her. And I didn't know her. My friend Shannon, she told me about it. Shannon, who got the nonprofit organization that we support sometimes. So she's the one who told me that the girl is from Baltimore and she grew up in 21215. I was like, oh my God. Well, what do you know? Go figure. There's so much talent. So it was very good. And I figured I would tell you guys about it. I ended up finding myself a washer and dryer yesterday. I mean, not a washer and dryer. You know, I already got a washer and dryer. I found the refrigerator and I found a mattress. Amen. Oh, Kim and I, Kim Dooley from Paid for Your Say, we're gifting 4 books. Now, this is how it's going to work. The first 2 people who sign up for Paid for Your Say today, 2 people to sign up for Paid for Your Say today, I'm going to gift you 2 books of your choice, whichever 2 books you want, okay? So when you sign up for Paid for Your Say, you're going to go over to www.paidforyoursay.com, use promo code Craig150, sign up. You'll be able to come to the meet and greet September 25th as well in Atlanta. But Kim will let me know the first 2 people who sign up for Paid for Your Say today. And I'm going to gift you the first 2 books or whichever 2 books you want. And I'll send those out to you. All right. So listen, I know this was a short live. I thought Carlton was going to be working a little longer and I was going to have a little more time to chit chat with y'all. But I did want to tell you about that Netflix show or movie called Really Love. Take a look at it. It's really, really good. I will talk to you guys soon. I'll probably jump back on tonight since I had to, get off so quickly. All right. Bye.